good! Beer is good! Beer is good! Let's go drink some beer! 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 Oh. Guys, Sunday, and I said I would try to do brew reviews whenever I had the opportunity, and I was given the opportunity. Ms. Bomey has a bunch of family in town, and they all went shopping. The best part was they didn't even waste their time asking if I wanted to go with. Still in my pajamas. It's okay. I'm armed. See? And talk about a blast back to your past. I couldn't honestly tell you the last time I had this. Samantha, who was at work, and made me a little nervous. You know, I'm not, you know, we're parents, and I'm not gonna lie. She's 18, and she's been driving for two years now, 2 winters, and she texted me to tell me that the weather has deteriorated so bad that the police have had so many car accidents that they're flat out not even responding to them anymore. I shit you not. And I'm just like, I looked outside and I go, it looks like it's about to get sunny. She goes, I go, what's causing the problem? And she goes, walk out to your truck and then don't waste my time asking me. And sure enough, it had gotten so warm last night, and now today it's dropped below freezing, and everything is glare ice. They're saying not to travel if you don't have to, and it's weird because it's like 30 degrees outside right now. It's the nicest it's been in over 2 weeks, and yeah, Sam said that there was a jackknife semi right in front of the Best Buy, but she safely made it home, and she asked me if I could whip up a batch of macaroni and cheese and cook up a pack of hot dogs, and I'm just like, so she goes, I'm not gonna be able to eat it all, so go ahead and finish it. So yeah, it's the first time, and like I said, I don't even know when that I had mac and cheese and hot dogs. Not bad, not bad. What are we looking at? It's gonna be another twofer. If I really wanted to be crazy, I'd go for a threefer, but we're looking at Lagunitas IPA. This one is 6.2%. Got this from Paul over at PA Brew News, and just because it's Sunday and I'm sober, we're gonna take a look at the Victory Storm King Stout. And the reason that I'm going to be taking a look at this, but not as a primary, I have already reviewed this. I actually received a bottle of this from my good friend Evil Neil 187. He sent, this was one of the things that came with that infamous oyster stout. And just for the record, that oyster stout was actually from one of my favorite breweries. I just cannot. The thing is I actually like oysters and I like beer. I just don't want the two of them mingling together. I know some of you say you're all for a good oyster stout. Paul, PA Brew News, I know you're one of them, but I just think it tastes like a prostitute sat in my beer. Not for me. So we're going to take a look at this as a twofer today, so I can put this on the E scale. And what am I showing for? Oh, plenty of time. This first, and you know, actually the reason I said maybe we'll go do something crazy and go for a three, because the last thing that I have from Paul is the All Day Sessions Ale, and I have done a review on this, and it wasn't that long ago. I want to say I gave it a 6, which I know that's a better beer than that. I don't even know what I was thinking. You weren't. Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, we got some we got some want to be out of the bottle going on here. It's not translating into as much activity in the glass, so that's good. Oh, that. I know, I'm sorry to let you down, Heffy. Wasn't paying attention. See? That's how that shit happens. Okay, well, good carbonation. Plenty of head. In this particular case, it's big and pillowy. And hang on just one second. Yeah, and thanks for the link for that. The elevator music. Okay. I guess I could have called Shelby. She actually really enjoys this kind of stuff. Get that a light citrus, not as heavy as some, sweeter, some caramel. Now as a slight prediction, okay, so I was wrong. We look like we might be taking a break in this because evidently the camera was plugged into the charger, but the charger could not have been plugged into the wall. Either that or we're having a catastrophic failure. So let's do this, and before we open the Storm King, I'm gonna have to go grab the power back. I was gonna say it's not getting that that color mingling with the lacing, but cheers. Well, for an IPA, got the citrus, and right behind the citrus is kind of a nice like semi-bitter, dry spot, and then a little bit more citrus. I like the citrus, the flavors in it, but it's not actually something that's really bold across the whole spectrum. And what's kind of left behind is a light, like bread or biscuit, and citrus. That caramel, even a little pineapple almost to the smell that you can smell. You don't really get that in the taste. Yeah, that like the middle part of the citrus, kind of detect a little bit of a pineapple on that, and it's more it's the citrus part without the grapefruit kind of a hit in there for you guys like Steve that don't necessarily hate a good IPA, but don't really like the grapefruit side. And I'm with you. I'll always lean towards a IPA that's more of the pine resin side of it. Yeah, I mean, I keep like looking because the camera went from you have a I thought it was 75 minutes, and evidently it was 5 minutes to now now it's pissed, but it hasn't gone to nuclear mode yet. Yeah, this is overall kind of a lightweight in the overall scheme of IPAs. I'd say if you've had an IPA and you said this one wasn't bad, and you had another one that was a lot more edgy, was more bold in there, and you didn't like that, you might not mind this one, because overall it's not really heavy on the citrus. I mean, it's just kind of almost in the world of heavy hitters. It's almost a light IPA. Still tasty. I'd say, in all fairness, something like this, I'd probably call it a 7.5 on the E scale. And why don't we take a break? For you, it'll seem like nothing. For me, it'll take a couple moments. I'll run and get the battery pack, and we'll take a look at the Storm King next. So, you wait right there. Okay. Evidently, the power pack is still working. Must not have been plugged in. Clean up a mess. Okay, moving on. Another one from Paul at PA Brew News. Victory Brewing. This is an Imperial Stout, and this one is weighing in at 9.1%. And Victory is from PA, so this would be a home state brewery for Paul. That looks like. Oh, and if Neil, you happen to be watching this, or if anybody knows, because I'm getting sick of how much like an ex-wife the game has become. I've been playing Deer Hunter 2014, and it's just like, holy cow! You know, you could play that thing forever and own maybe 4 guns. I just bought a shotgun, and I think as of right now, with all the upgrades to it, I'm over $250,000 into it. You know, what a deal. So, if I know, Neil, I know you had something up on it. I don't know if that was the computer version or, you know, do any of these games have any codes or anything where you can at least get more of the weapons? Because you can't play that. You can't play that game for more than a couple of minutes without it popping up saying, "Hey, you want to go take a look at this ad?" No, you know, and it's like you can only play. I think it's like maybe 10 rounds before you run out of life, and if you want to continue playing, you can use real money. No, I don't think so. Oh, keep an eye on it. We don't want this one to go one to Birdman on us. Okay. Like I said, this one appeared before the E-scale, so that's why we're taking another look at it. Storm King Imperial Stout. And of course, this is the second one that I've ever had, and kind of remember that kind of a dark fruit or almost plum sweetness. Yeah, mostly dark fruits in the smell. Color, almost completely dark. You get a little bit of light coming through it. Aggressively pouring, and finger of head. You know, we are above 9% on alcohol. That's going to keep some of those factors down. So, cheers. Get that dark fruit. A little something in there that I don't remember, but it's almost like dark fruit and a citrus. And right on the heels of that is a coffee first and chocolate. Coffee chocolate. Maybe even a few different kinds of chocolates. Kind of a milk chocolate and a dark kind of a chocolate. This one definitely does have a little bit of a citrus edginess to it. You know, some stouts you're going to get just the chocolate or the coffee. This one's almost like you've blended a little bit of an IPA in there. kind of a medium mouthfeel. The up front is definitely some dark fruits and some citrus, and you kind of get that knocked out of there. There's a nice smooth dry area, and then that chocolate wave kind of hits, and it's like a semi-sweet chocolate sensation. You know, it's this overall the whole beer is does not lean towards the sugary or sweet side at all. You got that really thick, intense cling to the side. You know, that gives it, you know, that where that medium kind of thick mouthfeel comes from. But yeah, what's left behind is a chocolate and coffee. Boy, what else can we have? Hang on, that's Ms. Boney. Hey, again, sorry about that. She was just checking in to let me know that they safely made it to the mall. She said, yeah, it's she's had some issues with a couple of spots, even in four-wheel drive, but hopefully they'll get out there with some salt trucks or sanding trucks and at least put a little grit in the intersections. Nothing worse than when you come up on an intersection and go right on through. Okay, we were enjoying this. Oh, Birdman, hang on. Yeah, I think the one thing that, I don't know if it's part of the citrus part of it, or just that dryness. It doesn't really have the sweetness that some of them have, but it's got that. Sometimes that sweetness can even bury other things. The fact that it stays a little bit more on the dry side, you kind of get more out of each of those flavors. So I think there's some roasted malts in there, and the chocolate and the coffee, and they kind of all come through in their own. And that very last thing is kind of like a light mix of all of them, with kind of a bread or a biscuit like taste to it. So then you start to wonder, should we just look at that Founders IPA anyway? I mean, really, at this moment in time, I got nothing else to do. Well, there's always something to do. Yesterday, I reorganized the future walk-in gun safe. Well, here, if I were to have done this yesterday, all you'd see is a huge pile of stuff. You almost wouldn't even be able to walk in there, and now it's like pretty organized. Someday it'd be nice to fortify this wall up to that point and get some kind of a steel door for that. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, so on something like this, Storm King Imperial Stout, it's not, you know, in the league of the stuff that I've had that I've really liked, but it is enjoyable, and I like that kind of level of complexity. You know, what you get, kind of that spectrum of for your experience while you're drinking it. I would say on the E scale, I'd probably give this an 8. I shit you not, an 8. And I thank you, Paul. So, haven't had the TV on, or the radio, so I don't really have anything new on politics. Besides that, it's, over the last 5 years, it's pretty much all been the same thing. Blame, 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 blame. Oh, with all that transparency too. I love how transparent it has all been. I feel so good about my future under the Obama regime. Should we take a look at the founders? I mean, it's completely up to you guys. You don't care? Yeah, let's look at that. Ah, if you insist. Like I said, this was something that I can get here. They don't have everything from Founders. Like, I'd really like to get a hold of the Backwoods Bastard again. That was exceptional. And like I said, don't know what I was thinking. This might be an update, but I know the last time I took a look at this, I gave this a 6. And what I know about Founders, that just seems really, really shy. But maybe I was onto something back then. And this one is 4.7%, and there you go. I'm only doing this for you guys. Normally I would just stopped, called it a day, maybe made up some popcorn. Actually, already today I did some organizing down here. I have a bunch of my woodworking tools in here, which is just a mess if you actually have to use them inside the house, because they all had to be in here because of Samantha and her car. Dishwasher, which is right overhead. I completely took the inside of the lower assembly, the pump and everything, and filter and grinder apart to see why it sucks so badly as a dishwasher. Yeah, Maytag my ass. Actually had a fairly high rating, but I would never buy one again. Of course, Samantha, having the pulse on all things electronics lately, said that the only way to go is Bosch. Well, I didn't need her to tell me that, but you're looking at $800 and up. Okay, nice clean glass to start with. Definitely some carbonation. A little bit of murkiness. Almost 2 fingers ahead off of that guy. That's citrus. Some pineapple. And some beer. Okay. As long as we're here, we might as well just look at what else is in the damn refrigerator, huh? I guess we could have just done that. Oh yeah, she'd been in a great mood by the time she got home. Hey, honey, how's it going? But I don't want to go anywhere today anyway. As silly as this may sound, I actually very much look forward to going out during a blizzard and stuff. I mean, hell, I've had no reason at all, and I just grab the keys of the truck and just go drive around, and just seems so peaceful when the snow is falling, a couple of inches by the hour, kind of a thing. I actually enjoy that. This is completely different. This is like idiot people out there driving, You know, you get people that are, well, I got a big truck with 4-wheel drive and big tires. No, really, it's ice. It really wouldn't matter how many wheels you have driving. It's ice. Not as much fun. Cheers. I guess I wasn't completely out of line on my 6 before. This is a one that was provided to me by Paul over at PA Brew News, and now I have effectively finished off everything that he has sent. Drinking it, the citrus kind of charge on it is very, very light and subdued. I don't even, it kind of falls in its own little category. It doesn't really have that grapefruit side of it. It doesn't really have the pine side of it. It's just, it's like very, 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 very weak, very diluted. Right behind that, kind of more of a, it's like a contradiction in terms, but kind of a wet dry. Yeah, run with it, guys. Just go with it. And seriously, Nick and Heffy, you guys need to get a fucking room. That's all there is to it. You know, you just need to get past all this homo flirting and just do it, because the two of you would be a lot happier. It's like you go over and it's like four of you have left a comment, but there's a total of like 37 comments because the shitstorm rolling back and forth between Nick and Heffy. Like, at least you guys are having fun. You know, in there you kind of get a grass kind of a taste to it. I can see why at the time I gave this a 6. I'd say all being said, I think whatever the hell I rated it at the first time, I'll probably just stick with that. Maybe I'll tell you what, just for the fun of it, because I'm not sure, and Founders has always been really good, and it's not terrible. It's just, I don't know, it's an all day session ale. I mean it's not even 5%. You could suck these down all day long. It's you know, if you are experimenting in the IPAs, I recommend that you give this a try. It's light across the board. It doesn't have that heavy edge to it. Doesn't have any real out of control bitter or dry spot. You know, kind of an earthy, like straw or grass kind of a center, and then just a smooth, clean finish. I mean, if you're looking for something with some edginess to it, this is not it. So yeah, like I said, we'll up it from a 6 to a 7, and I'm mainly just giving most of the benefit to the doubt because Founders just has some exceptional stuff. This one is just, for me, it's not that it's bad that I wouldn't get it again. It's just that it's, I don't know, it's kind of boring for an IPA, for what I normally get an IPA for. I mean, like, for instance, if it was, you know, 6 of these were the exact same price as, you know, whatever the Bush Girl was offering, hell yeah, I'd I'd take this over a Pilsner or anything like that, but I know for a fact that you're not going to get a 6-pack of this for, matter of fact, a 6-pack of this, I think you can get 12, at least 12 of her for. Yeah, it's just, wow, it's good, but it's I guess anybody else would be pretty damn happy to produce something like this, but Founders, it's, you know, granted, I know they have things in all of their classifications, and this is probably exactly what they were striving for. It's just not exactly what I enjoy in an IPA. Okay, so there's a 3 for. Next time we meet back here, and I can guarantee you that is not tomorrow. I mean, in Heffy, you think you're funny, but he told me that he didn't understand why it was a concern, because most prison systems have Wi-Fi, so I should still be able to be, you know, at least hear it in comments. I'm not going to prison. I guess I'd trade it. I'd go to prison, but so next time we get together, we're gonna look at Messiah from Hebrew Nut Brown Ale, 5.2% by volume. This is another one from my buddy Jerry, Blue Thunder, my brother from another mother. I was at the Schmaltz Brewing Company. And where are you out of again? New York. So, like me a good brown ale, to this moment in time, Moose Drool and Honey Brown from Clown Shoes are probably my 2 favorites. So we'll see where this falls. And like I said, I'll try where I can, but the bottom line is I'm not honestly sure. I mean, I'm not. You know, it's not that I think that I just don't like doing the YouTube thing. Oh hell yeah! I just got some got some personal family stuff to take care of. So you guys have a good time until I can get a brew review up. Like I said, any chance I get to stay active in the comments, I will, because I know I'm gonna have some downtime in there. I'm not gonna have the time to dedicate to doing the brew reviews for a little while, and I don't know if that's going to be 3 days or a week, but I will be back, and I appreciate all of your comments and kindness, and I really appreciate it, guys, because it means a lot to me. So you guys have a good Sunday, and I'm gonna go finish my all day, or at least for the next 5-minute ale. And again, thank you to Paul at PA Brew News for bringing these 3 to us. And cheers, guys. And we will, I'll be back as soon as I can. So, again, I really much appreciate all of you and all the positive comments. So, we'll see you as soon as we. As soon as I can.